Okay.
I've got mine ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, so for our marching orders, I'm assuming that I'm going off the landmarks. These 3 boulders to our right. You've got like one that's a tan, and you got a really tiny one that's black, and there's one a little bit bigger that's above that. I would probably put the all of the NPCs on the furthest one, so this one, and then the players down on the tan one down right here, or maybe a little bit north of it. Yes. Yeah, essentially, when they get basically within eyesight, I would like for Hekaton to order his troops to create fog banks, one fog bank to drift into this alleyway, and then another fog bank to drift past that up to this sand where Narbub's allies will go. And of course, Harshnag. Or no. Yeah. Zephyros can make fog, can't he? You have Zephyros go with the orcs. Just Zephyros. And then have... Yeah. Yeah. And we have assumed that Hector has given them the pythons, and I've given them a grappling hook. So they have a way up. At least the little guys, yeah. I'm sure they've raided walled cities before. Their orcs. Maybe not. Me not that kind of orc. Me busy. Leave me alone.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, probably Yamir needs to cast on us at least. Get him to cast.
Pass without trace.
Yep, makes sense.
And
sure.
do you? I don't know if this matters. I'm sorry, I didn't think of it before because I was trying to get this thing going. But do you have a token for that elemental? Okay, cool. I just didn't want to forget that I had him and then be like, oh darn.
And to remind, of course, you guys know because you've got your radioactive symbols, but you also have Rary's telepathic bond, so you won't have to say anything out loud.
Would I
At
be
least
able?
the 8 of us.
Would I be able to at some point ritual cast detect magic? It's only 10 minutes, so I would like to do it like just before we go in. Like, I know it's not probably going to last the entire fight or time we're here, but it, maybe help me keep an eye out for traps or something, magical traps. Right.
It's going into Narbub's fresh eye socket wound.
Oh yeah.
Oh, crud nugs.
Might as well let Shax in also cast Detect Magic. I don't know that it'll make much difference between the two, but since he can do it also.
Hector wraps his face up with a cloth bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man. Darley with the disadvantage.
Yeah, same. Carver with the disadvantage.
But you gotta add 10, correct?
That was Shax. That was a natural 20. Maybe the only natural 20 I hit all night. And then my 2. So
Oof.
12.
It rolled it twice. I don't know why it rolled it twice. It just did. So take the first one. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't do that for my other guy. Okay, I did it once. Good.
I mean, it looks like Shaxton's in his element, so
Right.
they call me Sandwalker.
Oh no.
Wow, way to go, Showerdough.
You
Look at
mean
this
Morin?
guy.
Still,
Oh,
even,
Morin did that.
even his nat 1 is still more than my other 2.
Shut up.
Even Darley's like, be quiet, Morin, stop.
I like how Morin
Carver's-
is just
Carver's
hanging
holding
out.
conversation with him.
Morin's just hanging out with like an army of orbs.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Why don't you tell me more?
They're just fucking
I mean,
straight up conversation, even though we have a very telepathic bond. Despite
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
just
I could use
Morin
my. I was gonna say I could use my comic omen to roll a d6 and add it to his thing, and it'd be like I just kind of glare at him, and like all my stars kind of light up, and like let him know, dude, chill out.
We're fine then. We're probably fine.
Probably.
hmm.
Well,
Okay, in the mind council, the way I like to think of it with Ray's telepathic bonds, we're all sitting in a white room, and there's just a circle table, and the 8 of us are just sitting around the table. And
Is there white curtains in this white room?
it's just white, like like the architect, like whenever he sends Neo to the beginning, where it's just there's nothing there. There's not even shadows, but there's a table in the middle. It's kind
Yeah.
of what it's like. So
Okay.
And so it's us 6, and then I think Tith and who else did I add? Oh, Hecaton. And I didn't think of a good name for our operation, but I'll go ahead and give the signal. I'll say,
You can only see Hecaton's feet. It's too big.
in our mind. Yeah, okay. With the telepathic bond, I'll say, commence operation. Surprise hug.
Surprise hug?
No, like
Ross,
surprise.
that's the worst name for an operation I've ever heard.
I didn't think about it.
Did you say sunrise hug?
No, surprise hug, like surprise, and you hug them.
Like some fries?
No,
What are
it's
fries?
yeah. Don't forget, you have to make Emerith feel redeemed. So that's on you, buddy.
Supplies?
I love a surprise hug.
Yes, Darley loves surprise hugs.
I will. Yeah, we're gonna scale it.
A dune of loose sand. We're gonna get stuck in it. It's probably full of landmines.
Land worms.
Does the tech magic pick up anything in the sand? I'd be much happier with that athletics than a dexterity.
He has advantage on his dex saves, by the way.
That wasn't great.
Oh, you want deck save? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dex. Yeah.
That's Morin too.
Are we supposed to have control of the character tokens for this other two? I just thought it might make it easier on you than having to like have us tell you where we want to move them and stuff. I was just gonna put a
Darley? Oh, Tommy. Carver's got Shax in. Ollie.
Let me test it, I guess. Nope. I can move her.
Get out of here more.
Whoa!
Yeah, I still can't move mine, but that's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's Tommy.
He's fine.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it did just a few seconds ago. Yeah.
So are we on top of this dune now? We got
Hmm.
line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think
we
it's
weren't gonna scale up to the.
no. I say we can hug this wall,
And we were just gonna kind of come down along this way.
get the jump on these kobolds.
How high is that
30 feet
wall?
from here.
So like this dude, this gargoyle, is 30 feet from the top of where we are. Okay. How much damage does the gargoyle take if you throw it 30 feet down?
Hector's going to move over here. And I would like to make a stealth check by burying myself up to my head in the sand. Not like, straight up and down, like kind of laying flat, but still like, sand, the ostrich maneuver, but the opposite of an ostrich maneuver. Where's my, hold on, let me find my stealth.
And is each one of these squares, there's like, this is the center point of 4 squares, is that correct? Okay, cool.
And why are you doing that?
Don't worry about it. Morin is going to keep trudging towards the Colossus over here. He's going to try to keep trudging. Unless somebody stops him.
No, let him trudge.
He's
Just
not
work
he's
our
not
way.
gonna he's gonna let some sand stop him.
I'll I'll tap Mista and tell her to group up with Darley and Carver and I. And I'll say, Carver, I know you don't like teleporting because last time we did it, we ended up falling into a giant pit on our asses. But I can see the doorway from here. You just want to get right in there.
Let's do this, Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy fucking Jenkins.
He
I'll
was
put
an
my
old
hand
friend
on
of
his
mine.
shoulder.
Mumford. He
And
used to say that all the time. I miss
So
that.
we're trying to get in here, is that correct?
yeah. Right. I'm gonna leave that up to Drew, the player. He can either take Darley or he can take Narbub. Because Darley is actually pretty dangerous at range, so it's either one.
I think Darley and Mista. I think.
Okay. You're running the opportunity for Narbub to lay waste, but okay.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
an orc.
I'm not worried about Narbub.
I'm actually holding my action to do it at the same time that Mista does. I'm assuming the doorway.
think so.
Yeah, right behind the kobolds. These two back ones are like casters, I think. I can't really see some of these. Yeah, I would just get up right behind them and just have Carver smash.
Are
you
they
know,
are which direction are they facing?
towards us? I'm guessing.
Did you guys hear about that safety meeting that was going on in the pyramid? They got
Right,
trashed. Some guy got
I heard they
killed.
got fucking drunk.
If
Yeah,
you
I
can,
think
if you can drop us so it's like Carver in this space and then Kronos in that space behind, that'll let you, or here something that'll let you duck back and get the distance if you need to.
I heard,
And I can.
I like that.
they
Yeah.
got drunk and somebody died.
Hey, that's a. You know what that is right there? That's a. Wow. That's a night fork right there. That's classic chess maneuver.
I think so, and guess yeah.
Yep. Zoop zoop.
That lets the casters back up if they need to and hold that doorway while we start pummeling.
Actually, I'm trying to think. It maybe missed. It might be, but well, no. I don't want to get her in attack range. But yeah, she'll want to book it towards the door.
On
Some
today of all day.
we get like a surprise attack on popping in and busting.
Oh, this is some anime shit right here. Just Darling Rex fucking teleported on right
Step
beside
out the
someone,
door,
destroy it.
double handing their weapon. Yeah.
No hard feelings, kid.
No hard feelings, kids.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Nothing personal.
And so, Darley, you're better at range. Is that right?
What?
You are
Darley?
a range. Is that what he was saying?
He
He's
can
a
both.
ranger, but he's a
He can do both. He does
I'm
decent
not-
damage range.
But I excel at whacking things in melee. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead for sure.
Unfortunately, I cannot see myself lighting up. Are you guys still hearing me breathe?
No.
Not currently, no.
Okay. I adjusted my mic settings, so I didn't have my mic settings set for when I was like using, through the iPad. So
I was scared for a second, but then I realized it was.
As father and son.
Yep. Right.
Wow.
oh no, my poor GPU.
You're excited. Look at these GPU statistics.
This is-
Is it my profile picture?
yeah, it should be a wrestler.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but your connection died.
It's the script monkey working.
Okay. It's not straightforward, that's for sure. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Oh man, what a roll. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I rolled. I'm not gonna lie. I got a 19, so what missed to get.
Let's see. I have to click on my token, I think, before I do it, or it never works.
Yep, you got to click on the token. Yep.
Both the characters I'm controlling have +0, so if that's what it rolled, then that's fair
And
for
then
me.
I don't believe I have control of Tith. It won't let me drag her.
Yeah, I don't have control either. I could still roll for it, but you'd have to edit it yourself, I think.
I rolled initiative again. I got a 20 this time. Jeez, Darley, calm down.
Darley's ready to get in the action.
Darley is ready, dude. He is SpongeBob SquarePants, and he is ready for
Mister
work.
got a 20 on initiative. What is happening?
She's just quick.
Drew's got them dice roll hacks.
Apparently.
We're hanging out towards the back. Nope, I can move just me. Wait, maybe, yeah. I don't know if I do this, maybe? Nope.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can't move Narba. I don't know.
Whoa, she just got fat.
So what happens when you marry him?
Yeah, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I can move him now. All right. It's gone beyond that. All right, so I'm going to roll initiative for Narbub.
King.
Damn it. It begins.
That's not going to be his first crit. I'm not last, is what I'm trying to say.
No, not at all. Yep.
damn it.
You dropped your crown, king.
Yeah. Double fire elemental, baby. Is that like one of her features? Or is it a spell?
Okay, I thought you for a second there you were gonna say, "Oh, she's a redhead."
I thought it was a beast. I didn't know they could turn into elementals. That's cool. Eve. Yep.
Yeah. Just gotta make sure you get everything in descending order. Some stuff hasn't been. Well, not quite. Mista's not on. Yeah, there you go. But yes, the king must go first. Yep, that was magical. Yep. Well, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Narba, seeing that some of the main contingents of the forces already teleported away, he knows that they're starting to attack. He's not going to say anything to the group. He's just going to look down at his hands. He's going to see the calluses from all the forced labor that has been forced upon him, and he's going to realize, and he's going to take this in his advantage, and he's going to start grabbing a hold of the wall here, and he's just going to start Spider-Man climbing it, just grabbing hold of crevices and stuff like that. And when he can't find a crevice, he's going to force his fingers into the sandstone and keep climbing. Is that, yeah, it's probably one of his features traits or something. Okay, yeah. Oh. 30 feet in 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Probably next round before he gets to the top.
So yes, he can. So in other words,
He's
yes, he
going
can get up
straight
there.
up, so it's like difficult terrain, right? God. Okay. And that'll end his turn.
I cannot control my boy, by the way.
So Brett, one thing I noticed with the character sheets on D&D Beyond is I don't have any control over like tracking spell slots that have been expended or changing health or anything like that.
Do you have a pen and paper?
Well, that's fine. I just need to be aware of that. Yeah, but yeah, just tracking it with something, right? Okay, so Mista, I'm gonna move her first and foremost. That's fine. I mean, I didn't know there was. I didn't think there was. Yeah, she's gonna move herself here. First of all. Second. I was just debating what to do. Sorry.
Yeah.
Every time. Yep, that's right. That's right. It's how it goes.
That's how you get views.
Yeah. That and having stupid reaction faces on every thumbnail. I think she's just gonna cast Ray of Frost. Sorry, one target, right? Yeah. It was gonna be on this guy. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's it for now.
I wonder if the people that named the YouTube videos are the same people that gave the names to those files whenever they would upload them to LimeWire, like the music tracks.
Well, those people didn't just disappear; they had to go somewhere.
Right.
You've merely adopted the dark.
Whacking time.
Hit him with the El Jerome.
It's right. Except I'm meant to whack
Mhm.
anyway.
Instead of whack-a-mole, it's whack-a-bold. Isn't a kobold?
Well,
Whack-a-bold.
it's all two-handed. Alright, and I guess final action would be another whack. Ugh. Alright. That is... I think he'll move himself right here.
Oh, I thought there was a kobold before me.
Yeah, I thought I saw...
Oh,
right, yeah.
Still can't move my fire dude, by the way.
I just have to like
Oh,
delete
okay.
him and make him come back. Oh,
Okay.
I will. So, DM question. Knowing anything about constructs, would I know that this stone construct could be charmed in any way? Oh, not Narbub.
Darbup knows what's up.
16.
It'd be great if you roll with Narbub and you crit anyway, but...
Okay. Knowing that, so the one that Darley just hit, I'm going to take a step back towards Mista, and I'm going to shoot it in the back of the head. Yeah. Yes, I'm very insane today.
Are you insane today?
Okay.
I wanted to know that kobold's name, man.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Do you have kids and a wife at home? Like,
Kobold number 5.
number 5, no.
I will sack 12 HP and then do a bonus action and cast Chaos Bolt on these other 3.
Kobold number 5 is the popular hit song.
Yep.
Do I roll 3 of them?
A little bit of Yaktafo in my life. A little bit of Umbakar by my side. A little bit of Rika.
Okay. And I'll just go in order from bottom to top. So it'd be this one, and then this one missed. So I guess the one in front of Carver missed, and then this one right here. I don't know. I've never cast Chaos Bolt before. After doing make a range attack, target takes 2d8. Choose one of the d8s.
Does not look like any of them duplicated.
No dubs.
A 16 doesn't hit a kobold. Good to know.
He has
Yeah.
a big shield.
All right. Yeah, how would I know that I cast doubles? Is it just the 2 dice? Right. So if it's 2, it does it again, or it does the additional damage on the side. Oh damn. Oh, awesome. Good to know. That's turn.
I want to first use my shield bash bonus action against this dude right in front of me. See if I can push him back and prone 10 feet. I don't remember how we did that. Was this like a strength or athletics check or something? Is it straight strength? So that pushes him back 10 feet and prone. So then I'll move up right in range of all 3 of these guys. And I'm going to take my first whack against the prone guy.
Cool.
Oh man, do I want to? He's small fry. I'm not going to waste fucking. I want to so bad just because it feels epic, but I don't want to waste it. Is he still alive? If so, I'll hit him again.
It's 25.
Yep, that's all I can do.
You're buried in the sand right now.
Yes.
It's all part of the plan.
It is. I wanna sidewinder my way through the sand to move 30 feet. I think that's actually turn.
He just wants to act like a trimmer, like off the movie.
I think I'm just too far away to do things. Yeah.
I thought you could firebolt from the 120, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think firebolt will hit.
Firebolt, dominate creature.
I could hit the big statue. I don't know if I'm guessing the statue notices there's something going on. How
It's a
big
big
is
guy.
that statue?
It's a big guy.
really big. Okay.
Looks like it's 20 feet wide.
And it's carved in the style of the Heartbreak Kid. HBK. Sweet Chin Music. Shawn Michaels, for those you don't know.
Well, I don't want.
We know who the Heartbreak
whatever,
Kid
it's
is.
fine, let's do it.
The uninitiated wouldn't know.
I'll try to hit the giant with the firebolt or the golem.
Pew.
Jeez.
Level
26.
12, baby.
26 has got the fire affinity on it. That's surprising. Okay, that's turn. This is the chance Warren's been waiting for. He is going to use dash, take the dash action. Let me grab him real quick.
Oh man,
Where's
I
he
just realized missed a sweet opportunity to slide down the dune hill.
Yeah, I didn't have a shield, otherwise I would have done it.
Okay,
A shield?
Oh yeah, he's a dwarf, 25 feet, so 50 feet. Not quite 60. That's okay though. He's going to sprint down the hill, and while he's sprinting down the hill, he's going to be yelling, and he's going to yell the command word for his flame tongue while he's holding it over his head. So his flame tongue lights up. Yeah, and as he's running, he's also bringing out the blood axe with his other hand as he's running down the hill.
The flame tongue that we got from the fire giant lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure he's got.
I
I'm
love
pretty
it.
sure he's got Stormfist's Berserker Axe too. So
All right. So does my fire elemental go the same time I do? Okay. Okay. He can move 50 feet. He's just gonna dash, so he can just. Yeah. He's just gonna come and stand right here.
what's up, big boy?
So this says a creature that touches the elemental or hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet of it takes a d10 of damage. And then it says I can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch without squeezing. So can I just like move onto the creature and it take damage? Okay. All right. It says that, for your reference, that in addition, the elemental can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there. The first time it enters a creature's turn, that creature takes 1d10 fire damage and catches fire. And if it's not flammable, it doesn't, obviously. So I don't know if I'm considered in their space or not. So that's okay. And then anytime a creature starts its turn in that space, it also takes a d10 fire damage. It's weird that it's just showing that to you, but did you get that? Okay. So that's all that dude's going to do. And then I'm going to, I guess, hop into... Hop into my starry form. And... Which I probably should have done that beforehand, but whatever. And then I guess... I'm going to choose the Chalice form, starry form, because it seems to be pretty good. And then I will just, I guess, move. I've got, so 10, 20, 30. And then, let's see. Yeah, I'm within 120 feet. I'll use a guiding bolt on this guy with my star map. He's the closest dude. So, oh yeah, I better set that up to where it like asks me. Okay. Guiding bolt. There we go. I hope that. Okay. Okay. And then that is all for Ymir.
He's gonna put his deck into his dual disc.
Damn it.
Move him up 30 feet. And
Your star chips are mine, Emerith.
I don't know what any of that means.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
My
This guy's-
units have a field power bonus. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, Brad. It shouldn't be shitting on your character.
He's got so many spells, but he has like 4 spell slots.
Warlock,
Yep.
baby.
It's the Warlock
Yeah, well, I've never
way.
played a warlock before, so it's
Oh, you would love
It's all
it. You
low
have all these spells and
Let
4
me
spell
keep-
slots.
right. It's ridiculous. I'm Eldritch
You get them
Blast.
back on a short rest. It's actually really good.
I guess it's probably the big because it's the biggest thing you can see from there. The rest of the stuff's kind of hiding behind it.
Surely you
3
won't.
beams. You know this character better than I do, so you may catch stuff that I don't catch. I know that he's got the +5 damage on Eldritch Blast. I think that was the only. I think that was the only Eldritch Blast like tweak that you had on here. But I think that's. Yeah, I think that's probably all for now.
Something is definitely happening.
Okay. He's gonna finally get to the top. And he's gonna rage. So mark that down. He's got 1 rage down. These things are bigger than me, right? They're like size large. Okay, he's going to. He's going to hold. He's going to take the spear, which right now he's holding it thumb side forward, and he's going to switch stance with his hand. So he's going to take it, throw it up, catch it. So now he's pinky forward, and he's going to speak the command word, and he's going to say, "Sunder," and he's going to throw it, and it's going to become a. Grimsh is going to turn it into a lightning bolt, and it's going to go through all 3 of these.
Jesus. Ruins Wake. Well,
It's a DC, and then it's 8d6.
the one that Dodge saw him come out there, he's like, "Oh no!" He's just like ready. He's like, "This
Is that
guy's
a
gonna
crit?
do something."
This man.
Yeah, there was 1 crit.
It's a pretty high chance to crit, but
Yeah.
Narbub sounds awesome.
Narbub's a
Oh.
little insane, yeah.
He is a legend.
Okay, so after he throws it, the spear is just going to just come back to his hand. And because I'm using it as a throne. Oh, did I have to roll attack for that? I guess I don't have to. Okay, and so do I get an additional attack? On the one in front of me? Okay, yeah, I'm going to do a Russian leg sweep on the one in front of me with it. Just broadside partisan, try to cut his legs off. So, see if we can't kill him right here. Come on, Narbub, give me a crit. Yeah, it's all two-handed. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it.
well, he didn't get a crit, but he God.
Is Narbub basically Bond mod?
Do I have any movement left?
Narbub
Oh,
still
actually,
everyone's
I
killed.
need to stop. I'm going insane. He's just gonna. No, he's going to look up with his one good eye into the sky and go, "Ah!" And that's his turn. But you said bonus action. I already bonus action is the problem. Yeah, because I raged. Yeah, so that's yeah.
All right, well, Darley's coming in hot.
Fajita.
I think I'll defer Mistas for now. Nah, I think I'll defer Mistas. It'd probably be more useful that way, just so she can react. Yeah, yep, Darley's just gonna whack.
So, are we back at the? We're not back at the top of the round, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tith isn't on the turn order apparently. I rolled initiative for her, but nothing ever. She rolled like a 5.
Huh.
She got a 5.
I had Darley go ahead and make his attacks. On that guy. Oh, there's Tith. Okay. Okay. No, it's on the prone one, that's right. Well, there you go. Yeah, right. Gotcha. Cool. Just imagine that that shielded, like that one guy that Carverax knocked down, they're knocked prone. Darley just comes in with his hammer and just bashes their skull in.
I thought that giant egg was his shield, but it's not. No, it's like bigger than him. It's like perfect.
Okay. Move my mic down here. Okay, I just moved her to here, and then let's see, what is the distance on this? I guess she is just going to. Is this a big old brawny dude who wants to fight people in hand-to-hand combat?
That is a dwarf sprinting down the sand hill. He has a flaming sword over his head and he's screaming.
Screaming.
Okay.
You know, dwarfs are natural born sprinters, very dangerous in short distances.
He's getting big, boy.
Oh no, it starts.
Yeah. And that's gonna be her turn. And he plans. She just does it every time when he takes off yeeting down the field because she's like, "Yep, here we go." All right, Tit's done.
Don't forget.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Yep, got it.
Jeez.
Yep,
God.
got that.
Is this a kobold or is this IP kobold, man?
To my right, can I see any movement in the encampment that Mista told us where Rodrex was? Oh god, not Narbug. Hold on. I need to open these in separate windows, so I stop. 16. Okay.
Just like what?
As soon as I make eye contact with him, because I do see him, right? Okay, he's within 120. So as soon as I see eye contact, I'm gonna try to Crown of Madness him real quick. It is a Wisdom save. Wisdom 16. Dang. That's fine. It's another spell down the drain. Alrighty. And I guess do I have bonus actions? Yeah, I'll look at Mista and after I fuck up, I'm gonna look back at her and be like, well, like one of the whelp moments. And then she's suddenly going to like see the face of the frog and then be like, wait a minute. And then she's gonna remember back to the original frog. And then she's gonna remember. Yeah, you already knew. Okay, so she's got Bardic. I'll mark that off. That's my turn. That was a mistake.
Let's say steak.
15 hits. That is armor 5. Sure.
$24 hits. Which one was it that hit me? The topper. And I'm gonna beat the ever loving motherfucking shit out of it. And yell in his face and then just start swinging.
Didn't say that.
I don't think that second one. Yeah, it's just 11. That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna.
Okay, it's gonna move up just a little bit. Hector moves to there. I think that's legit. Bring up his character sheet real quick. He's gonna do 2 firebolts, 1 hastened at the golem.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
Hector rears back and just starts flinging firebolts at the giant monstrosity.
Right. I mean, that's basically a fireball, but yeah.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah. Mista is going to cast Sneelock Snowball Swarm. Well, let me find 5 foot. Oh, yeah, 5 foot radius. Yeah. I was thinking putting it right here. Right? Yep.
It's time to
That's
time to get chilly.
chilly. That's right.
Mister just yells, "Snowball fight!" and just starts throwing snowballs.
That's right. Yes. They have to make it 17. Okay. I don't know where I'd find the draconic bonus. I assume racial.
Yeah, if you're a sorcerer, it's your charisma modifier, and it's to your affinity, which is ice. So it'll be plus whatever your modifier is. That much damage.
Plus 5. Yep. Half, yeah. Pretty good. Fantastic.
Well, I would imagine so.
After all this. Boy, he's sick.
As he keeps running, you hear these thundering feet get bigger and bigger and bigger as he keeps running and yelling. He's gonna keep. Let's see. I don't know if he can actually make an attack after because he still doesn't move all that fast. So
Yeah, now he's more and more in. More and
that
more
how that
and
works?
more and more. And
well, if he can move twice as far, then he can walk up to this guy. Oh yeah, he can walk up to him. The big Morin is gonna just kind of rumble up to this golem. And he's gonna say, "It's like, man, who carved this? Like, I've seen better statues in the bathrooms." And he's gonna start to break down this thing.
Perfect.
Roundly insult the workmanship and start to break the statue. He's gonna, yep. Or does he get a bonus one too? Oh Oh, sure enough. Okay, I thought he just got 3 attacks. My bad. So he's
So
just gonna like
3
just-
flame tongues and then 1 blood axe. Is that how
Yeah.
it works?
He's gonna just chop the living crap out of him with the flame tongue. You hear these thundering footsteps come up, and then so you, Carvex, you kind of vaguely hear Morin complaining about something off in the distance, but you're not sure what. And you kind of look up, and then you start seeing this statue just start getting chopped into little pieces of gravel as Morin just wails on it over and over again with his sword. It's basically just nothing but a pair of feet now. It's-
Nope.
That's good.
That's. Oh.
and that is Morin's turn. He's now looking for his next victim.
Oh no.
Morin, the man at arms.
Like I think him as like a fury warrior where he's just like spinning.
Yes. Yeah, both hit.
Wow.
Well.
I do have his stats, yes. His AC is 13. Okay, he is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks, and he's immune to fire and poison, if that matters. So he just took total how much? Okay. Well, I mean, it says that if a creature makes a melee attack against him while within 5 feet of it, it takes a D10 of damage. So I can just roll that.
I thought someone was barbecuing.
Now it says
Ouch.
that this is what it says. If a creature touches it or hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet, it takes the fire damage, and then in addition, the first time it enters a space on the turn, yada yada yada, and then if let's see, oh yeah, and then it takes if it's a creature or a flammable. I guess that's if I do it to them. It's just if it's the first time it enters. Okay, the first time that the fire elemental enters a creature's space and it takes damage, it also catches fire if it's flammable. Okay. Oh, I can actually display this. I didn't realize that. I think I can display it in there. Nope, never mind.
Negative. Definitely negative.
Okay. So, is there a reason? These are just the two different ones, red and blue, or are they gone? Okay. Okay. Cool. So he is going to make a touch attack on this one.
That's hot.
That was not very good. Okay. And then I'll just walk through him and then have him take that damage. And then I'll just also then just move over here and and then I will make a second. He gets a second attack on that thing. Okay, and then I'll just walk up and stand within, like, walk through this guy and stand there. I'm trying to stand on both of them, but it won't let me stand in between them. And so the damage for those guys would be, I'll just roll them.
If you hold Alt, you can kind of shift it to land between the.
Nice. Winning.
What was it?
If you hold Alt, you can move it. It doesn't snap to the grid.
Snap. That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
looking for. Yeah, it doesn't snap to the grid. You can kind of put it wherever.
Dude, you get inspiration. No, just kidding. If I was a DM, I'd give it to you. Oh wait, I haven't went. That's just my fire line. Yeah, sorry. And then I'm just gonna go. My speed's only 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can move here, and then yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I can't quite reach that other one. I'll just dash, and I'll just come over here up against the wall and chill there. Unless somebody's like about to die. Is anybody about to die?
Yeah,
That gargoyle's about to die.
Yeah.
Did you just jump back up to the top of the turn order? We had to make what again? Tech saves?
Dex. So wait, who all has to make Dex saves? Okay.
Rolling 12s.
She is the weakest link.
Good luck.
This is just regular saves. Okay, I am. Where's my little? I'm looking at my thing here. My wheel woe. I'm trying to find it. Features and traits, I think is what it's under. Yeah, there it is. You all rolled pretty bad.
Yeah, we did.
Which one of you is the squishiest?
Kronos.
What do you
Yeah.
say?
Totally Carver.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to get. I'm gonna use my Cosmic Omen, and
I would give it personally to Darley since he's already taken damage.
Yeah, Darley's hit pretty big.
okay, it might not help because I might roll terrible. Oh,
Could be helpful.
that'll put him over 15.
We gotta beat an 18, so get wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wait, Darley.
Was it really 18?
Darley, I think his armor.
Resistance to lightning damage. Ha ha.
Oh God. Okay. Well then, that sucks.
Yeah, you're right.
I've got resistance to lightning damage at least, so
So does Carver.
20 damage instead. God.
Oof.
Taking cover.
Right. That son of a bitch.
Oh. I don't even know how to do undead summons. I don't see. I don't even. Oh, there it is. I don't think I even ever noticed that. I'm gonna have to look at that and see how that works. But for the time being, just move him a little bit closer and take Eldritch Blast at that gargoyle. You just watch drop down a moment ago. So he goes Eldritch Blast, because that's how he sounds in my head.
Eldritch Blade. Damn, he rolled a 31. Oh. Is that all?
Carver's got a +11 to hit just because he's got strength. Because that belt.
Strong like tractor.
Yes.
Ah, damn, this is not
okay.
good. Wow.
I'm kind of wish I could Carver a Russian accent. That would have been fun.
Mr. Ymir know what the fuck is up.
Hector sure doesn't.
DC was 30.
It's because you're buried in sand.
Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled as Morin. Morin doesn't know anything about
That's
this kind of
fine.
stuff.
No, that's fine.
The brave ostrich.
Something cool's in the air.
He knows his sword's on fire. He knows that.
So do we glean anything with a 28 and a 26?
Oh,
No.
I rolled as Morin, so that's the right bonus, but it's just happens to say Morin. I just rolled really bad.
Sentient.
Oh, somebody's actually changing the weather.
It didn't look like it was. Was it only supposed to be those people, or were you doing everybody? Everybody?
Yeah, Morin should have a lot more than that. He's a fat boy.
That might be yours.
Mine's actually got I actually have proficient in, so it's actually 5.
Oh, okay.
That's
Mine's
weird.
right.
I have a like my Constitution multiplier is 3, not 0. And I can use a.
I'm sorry. Wait. Who takes what? I'm sorry. Who did? How much damage? Okay.
So I take 9 also.
Got it.
I will be back in a second. I think a car alarm's going off. Never mind.
Feeling the urgency of the moment, Arbov is going to try to finish this enemy off as fast as possible. He's going to make a reckless attack at the gargoyle. I'll add Divine Fury. Did it already add it? Yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, I'll just add this. And then okay. And then trying to employ the rule of cool, he's going to try to jump the distance, 40 feet. Crit. Because it's Narbub. Okay, and down here, do I have, is 40 feet within advantage of my thrown weapon? Okay, I'm gonna just, Zeus style, just throw it straight down, trying to skewer this guy into the ground. Is it a different roll for? Okay, and then he'll just appear back into his hand, and that'll be his turn.
Cool. Okay. Which of the 2 kobolds beside me? Can I tell if either of which ones are weaker than the other, or no? Okay. Well, it's whacking time. I'm gonna, I guess, hit the guy with the cold resistance. I guess. Is that what that is? Lightning resistance. Yeah. Whatever. The blue mark. Yes. Okay, well, here's the third one. Yep. I was just using Steinfang for now. You're right. I forgot about that. Yes. Yep. I probably want to save that for later. Okay. Well, I mean, it's either that or take 2 opportunity attacks.
Okay. Let's see. Zoom in a little bit so I can see what's going on. She's going to move up. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then... is that within... This is the kobold, right? Okay, it's within... It is within her, so she's going to use Frostbite. And then that will be her turn. Oh, yeah, I guess I can.
Just like standing on his head.
Okay, that hits. So 9. Okay. Yep, each time he hits it.
The damage is just going nowhere.
I will bonus action healing word Darley.
All right.
And then the bloody one is the thunder resist or lightning resist one, right? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Shoot people with a gun. Why'd you give Kronos a gun?
Oh. Do I get advantage because I'm flanking? No, I wouldn't be flanking.
Well, he's prone.
Oh,
Right.
that'd be disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know he had. I didn't know he was prone. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll just miss my shot. Nice. Nice. And it like acts like it's dead and then laughs. Yeah. I'm just like, damn it, and just reload. That's my turn.
— 25. 23 misses.
9.
There's that same guy to the north of me that's still trying to hit me, right? Poking at me. Well, I'm just gonna whack the shit out of him again. I don't like this guy. I keep clicking it, but it's not registering, so I'm waiting for this thing to hit it like 5 times. There we go. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just. I don't really want to burn spell slots yet. It's too early. I'm scared of that, and I don't really have anything I can do for damage on a bonus action, so I'll. Yeah, that'll
Can
end my
you
turn.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
Okay.
elemental will burn him up.
Hector will move over here.
Oh, can I real quick? One thing I will do if I can.
Yeah.
I know that several people around me have been hurt pretty bad. I'll kind of look back and point at Kronos and give him a healing word. I know it's not a lot. I know it's not a lot of health, but it'll
Did-
give you
did-
that.
Yeah, you triggered the
Electrical.
adamantine armor, right? Yeah.
I will burn a spell slot for that.
I'll take that.
Where? Where is
2d6 lightning damage on your next attack with a weapon or spell attack,
Excellent.
as long as it deals damage. So you do have to hit.
Can you hear me okay? I adjusted my mic. Where is Kronos at? I can't find. Okay. No.
He doesn't have a nice big tag. It's kind of like.
He likes to keep to the shadows.
Anyway.
Also, does anybody have the? If I switch between Narbub and the Kronos, I can actually switch between the two pictures, and it's like really fun.
Yes.
It's just suddenly, woo! All right, sorry, I'll stop.
Is this kobold alive? I'm going to hit this kobold with a firebolt. No, I'll probably just miss. That's turn. I did. I moved up kind of closer to the wall here. That's turn.
I think Mista's gonna fire off I guess frost. Well, no, ray of frost again at the blue boy.
You're my boy, Blue.
Oh well, that's crit. God. Well, he's prone though, right? Oh, it's range attack.
Right.
Okay, fine. Oh well, there you go. Good.
Belated.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
A dragon.
I kill it.
Good.
I kill it.
Can we cook? Are we aware of the dragon?
How high? How high is it? Okay.
Sorry. All right. I'm gonna say Morin's not gonna notice that. he's gonna stop. He's gonna stomp over to this kobold and say, "Hey."
You're just a wee baby.
He's gonna
Get in my belly.
He's gonna attack the kobold.
ya. Touch.
Jesus Christ. for that attack, Morin just smashes the kobold into the ground, and you can't see it anymore because it's under the sand. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to come over here. Just, I was going to say he's going to move. He's going to move past the elemental a bit. He's going to move over here by the wall. +2. So this is going to be. He's going to use his. He's going to use a special technique. Put that reduce and use a reduced speed. So he's actually going to aim for the kobold's feet, even though his sword is actually like 30 feet long. He's just so precise. And then after his deft precision, he's going to spin around and follow up with the blade axe in his offhand.
The overhand downswing.
Yeah. Okay, so that kobold is also now buried under the sand. You can't see it anymore.
Yes.
Delete.
That's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell on it. If I can. I don't want to do that at 3rd level. Stop that. Okay.
Morin's hilarious. He just attacks so many times, and he's so big.
Why does it keep saying?
Fighters, man.
There we go. Okay. Sorry. It's trying to cast it higher. So I'm gonna try.
And road.
It's got a DC of 8. Oh my gosh, I didn't think it was actually going to hit because he's a dragon. Okay, so yeah. So after one round, he will be on the ground.
I mean, he's still pretty big.
It's a big guy.
So as he's flying and he comes up before he can do anything, these yellow tendrils wrap around. Now he's like following. Then is this person pretty low on health? It looks like, is that Darley?
That is Kronos.
Okay, I couldn't really.
That's like his normal
tell.
state, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm usually treading the edge.
Well, last time you did, you died.
That was Darley.
No,
And-
yeah, Darley actually died.
Well, you went down. You went unconscious. You didn't die.
I go down a lot, yeah. Yeah. Wow, that sounded bad.
That's what she said.
That's when
I'm gonna
Kronos
go
said
ahead
about-
and I'm gonna
It's
go
got
ahead
the
and
charisma,
healing
you
word
know?
you.
I've been to prison.
It does. I'm about to roll that too.
Nice.
So, actually, wait a minute. Does that work?
10.
Does she get to do her bountiful luck on me if I roll? Sorry. I mean, okay. I think it is, but I've, yeah. Okay. So, but it gets an addition.
Because you
I
roll
gotta-
it up to a 2, right?
Yes. So an additional 6. Yep. Yeah, because it's a D8. A D8 plus 6. 16 on a healing word's not terrible. And then that will be all. Well, no, it won't be all. Because is there anybody left alive over here that we got to kill? Well, okay. Well, he's about to get swiped at.
Just happens to be fire resistant.
Just give it the Snorlax
Gosh,
body slam.
this dude is only rolling 6. Wait a minute. Let me do this like 4 more times. See if he. But it's okay. I was like kind of like wondering. Okay. So yeah, he doesn't deal any damage there, but he will just like walk through the guy. Make sure that he gets hit for half of the D. And he'll use the rest of his. So it's like what? How does this go? 10, 20, 30, 40. He'll use the rest of his. Walk through the guy and over here. That's it.
Nice.
Oh God. Jackson knows there's a dragon behind him.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Hmm.
Would Jackson be scared of said dragon?
Probably less scared because it's bound and falling, so it doesn't look as awesome.
I just don't know if we need to engage this dragon or if we need to book it to, GTFO. I think I'm gonna move it 30 feet this way, and Eldritch Blast on this dude. See if we can't finish him off.
Hadouken.
Come on, I keep clicking, and it's just not registering. There we go.
Oh jeez.
Hey, finally.
Kaboom.
Eldritch Blast.
He's like chucking it with a limp wrist, just like the swooshing them.
He just flicks his wrist up and down a few times, and it just throws Eldritch Blast out.
I quit making fun of Brett's character. He's got to play this one through an entire campaign.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to be like. So I'm just
we have to
making
do
up
it
on the
now.
fly.
We have to do it. We have to do it while we can, because once he takes over, he's going to be all edgy and stuff. So
And I don't know what this character's personality is, so I'm just making shit up as we go.
yes,
Oh,
Right.
that hurt.
Mista and Cronus wouldn't have to, right? Because they're under cover. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, acid rain.
Ah,
How could this day get any worse?
I hate pollution.
Okay, so this is out of character, but
I can't change Jackson's health.
you guys remember that really crappy movie back in like the 2000s called like Reign of Fire, where it was like tanks versus dragons and stuff?
Dude,
Yeah,
that movie was
Mhm.
awesome. What are you talking about?
I mean,
dude?
as a kid, I thought it was awesome. You should
Christian
rewatch
Bale,
it. It's,
man.
if you rewatch
And,
it, it's not as awesome.
Christian
Matthew
Bale and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
I rewatched it later, and I was like, I don't know why I liked this much as a kid. Anyway, you know that scene where all shit's going down, and Matthew McConaughey has to jump out of the window with an axe and try to take it out?
Yep.
Yeah, it was badass.
I'm gonna have a Reign of Fire moment, and I'm going to try to. Narbub's going to see the glory of this dragon going down the ground, and he's going to attempt to jump dive and stab it out of the air. Well, see, I can move as a bonus action. I can move aggressively, right? And so we'll say 40 feet to this, and then I can maybe do an athletic jump that way with the bonus, just for the cool, right? Because it's Narbub. Okay. Come on, Narbub. Hold on, I gotta switch to Narbub. Yeah, I'm Narbub. I know. Come on, Narbub.
Yeah, you have to crit.
It's
like
it. Oh! Yeah. Just with the glorious double-handing the spear, Matthew McConaughey through the air while this dragon's descending. This it's boiling the blood on the end of the spear as it goes in, hopefully killing this or hitting this dragon. 19 plus. I thought I clicked the button, but it's not working for the Divine Fury. 1d6 plus 6. Did that work? 1d6 plus 6. And do I get another attack since I'm gonna say a no because it's a plunging attack. So at this point I'm hanging off of a dragon. There's no way for me to like plant my feet on anything, so I'm just gonna. You've already given me the jump. You've already given me the random fire jump, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was cool enough.
All right, I'm gonna whack him once.
there's an orc hanging from this dragon.
It's not any orc.
Uh-oh, it's gonna miss.
All right, let's try again.
The Kobold of Doom.
I like to think that it like dodged your laugh and then like dodged your move and then like a little ha, and then you smash it or it starts laughing at you.
Probably just gets angrier. Just
Shut up, stupid little dragon.
his hammer just. Huh? Yeah.
There's no kobolds now, they're all in the sand.
I also like to think his head just got sunk into his chest. Probably.
Maybe to cover.
That's probably what he needs to do.
Yeah, I would hide
I'm
behind
running.
Kronos.
I'm running in the door.
It's just
And
he just like
actually, as a
squeezes
bonus
in there
action-
and pushes us all away.
Oh, Raid burns. Oh. He's gonna cast Healing Spirit on himself, or in this area.
It's busted.
It should, I think.
The turn you cast it, and then
Yeah.
every other turn you're in that 5 foot square. So
So D6.
I'll make you a 5 foot square. Hold on. There.
Yeah, a giant squirrel. You hear a dragon.
She's gonna turn around. See it. Blast fire.
Don't hit Narbub.
Yep. Anybody need some healing right now?
You just look. There's like 3 like drowned mice looking guys just like huddled up into this doorway,
Yep.
looking pretty pitiful.
She's gonna throw a word. No, wait, that's not a. That's
You can hit Carver. Yeah, Carver needs it too. Are you in range?
it's 60 feet. Let's
You're
see,
not in
5,
range.
15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45,
70.
55, 60. So she'll just take a step. That's within range. Yeah, she'll step there and do it. It's something.
So, okay.
Oh,
going-
man.
I'm gonna say, Darlie, move over. I need some of that healing. There's nothing really in range for me to shoot. I guess I can. I will. We got 4th level. Yeah, I'll twin cast a healing word, I guess. Well, I've got, okay, so how does this work? I've got the touch one, the touch healing ability, but it's on my mandolin. Can I twin cast stuff off of my mandolin? Right. Like it just says that you can use the action to play the instrument to use those spells. So I figure I could still use my meta magic stuff with it because it really just gives me access to the spells. Okay, so I'll go cure wounds off that then. And I'll twin cast it on me. And what's missed to add? Does that say 45? $49. I'm just gonna, because Darley's got the healing word going on, or the thing for the next 2 turns, so I'll go me and her, I guess. So the first one's for me and the second one's for her. Take 2 off that, and then that's a 3rd level, so I burn.
So how much? Wait, how much? Nice.
I suck. All right, so let's do that, and that is my turn. Actually, I'm gonna take a step into a little bit further. So I don't want to get wet.
I mean, Kronos couldn't Darley like pick up Kronos and put him on his shoulder?
No, that's because that
Probably
spell's
cheating.
already busted. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
Because otherwise, yeah. I mean, we can sit there and play musical chairs with it if you want, but
Sure. Yeah. Right. Well, outside of combat and stuff, yeah.
that's my turn. Go ahead and move on.
So a couple of quick things. I forgot to keep up with the con saves for maintaining concentration for Shax and Carver. I had to double back on the math. I took 5 damage on 1 turn, 20 damage on a turn, and 22 on a 3rd turn. So 1 for each character, or 1 for each? Okay. I do have advantage. Both characters have advantage on that too. So. Then. Shit, there was something else I was gonna. I had to step away for a moment to grab the baby. I heard something about. I think Tith was doing some healing, and I heard my name, but I don't know if I was actually getting it or not.
Yeah, you did. It was 7. Yeah.
Okay. That was the other thing I wanted to double check on. So then, we're getting rained on by acid, right?
Hot acid.
I'm going to then. I gotta check range real quick. 105, and what's the range on this thing? Is 60, so that's not gonna work. Well, I'll yell at everybody to back up under cover to get into this little building, and I'm gonna pull forward here towards. Let me get off of that thing a little bit. I don't think that puts me close enough, does it? Nope. Because I don't think Arbub is going to back off. So I'm going to go to give him.
He's gonna solo that
try to go
dragon.
give him- Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit, that's not 60. Damn it. Nothing I can do reaches that far. Well, nothing that I would want to do reaches that far without burning big spell slots. Okay, I'll just dash. Move for this direction. I don't want to stand on top of Tiff, but so yeah, I'll move closer to Narbo while yelling at everybody else to back up into the. I don't know if they'll listen, but you know, what do you get for cover?
Oh boy. So a question for you. I know I didn't roll really great on my Arcana, but what I know this Storm's magic. This is not like the Lair. This is something else. I would. All right, so using my amazing magical knowledge, can I tell from which direction it's kind of emanating? Okay. Oh, that was me. That's Morin really knows about magic. Okay. Is it within 240 feet of me? Damn, it's a long way off. Yeah, I think you have to be like, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Are you trying to dispel the storm?
Yes.
I mean, if you got to the center of it, yeah, you could do that.
It's just probably a ways off.
Yeah, but I mean, you have the ability to dimension door, you know.
Yeah. I can go up in there a little ways, but I can't go that far.
We do have a person that can transform into a dragon.
I just, I don't know if we can get up there quick enough to make it from getting too much worse. And then again, once I get up there, can I dispel it? It's the real question, because it's a roll pretty good. And I got pretty good spell casting ability, but
You have fortune as well.
let's do this. So we're I'm gonna throw a firebolt. Actually, maybe I should just dash. Now that I'm looking here. Yeah, I'm gonna dash. All right, that's turn.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of other stuff to do. Oh. Sure. Well, I was considering running out into the storm to touch Morn and give him haste. I don't know. Let me see. How far can she actually move? Right. Because Morin just has been crushing it, so.
Yeah, because that's a thing sorcerers can do. I don't know if she's got that one, but she does.
He
That's
has.
a cool one.
She does have quickened.
Yeah, that's what I would do then.
We'll spend 2 sorcery points. Oh, fine. Run up. Cast haste. Run back.
And gets an additional
Whoa!
attack.
I'm feeling spicy.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, that was not Morin.
Okay, sorry about that. You said Dex saving throw. Let's do this. This.
Oof.
Oh god. And then to do this. And then Tith is going to do this. Pop, pop.
Good night. Hector got 22. Yeah. Yep.
In response to that, Hector's going to use his hellish rebuke on the dragon.
You got to be pretty close for that, though. I thought.
Not if you distance spell it.
Oh, nice.
You can't. That might not work. You take 10 plus 4. Oh shit! Blowing thunder! What the shit? Born's gonna run over here. You big blue son of a bitch!
You could get on this side of it, and you'd have advantage because Narba would be flanking it.
You could hold your attack until my turn. I'll have advantage too if you want to do that.
Hold. Wait, where are you gonna be on? What,
I'm
you
gonna
wanna bring
be-
the elemental over here?
I'm gonna bring the element into the dragon, like in the same space. So that should be.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm hasted, so I can
Oh yeah.
You see this?
Spicy.
You see this dwarf just like moonwalk over to the side of this. Basically, it looks like he's moonwalking. He's actually just running really fast.
It's time for bashing butts, as well as these nuts.
Mornin doesn't have a health bar on my screen. Is he doing all right?
He's dead.
Yes, he's fine.
Okay. I don't need it on my screen if somebody just keeps me up to date so that I can need it.
He's living off of Starbucks alone, so
Dude, fill that big.
So how many attacks does he get? He gets
I'm
two
living
more?
off of Halloween candy right now.
All right,
Haste, my dude.
here he comes, flanking up. He hefts his sword and just starts wailing away.
All we're doing is throwing spin and shit now.
oh
So
yeah, that was one too many. One's his
All right.
offhand.
Yeah, one's his offhand. Sorry. Yeah, no, he's gonna miss. Definitely gonna miss that one. No, ignore the last one because it's supposed to be his blood axe. Sorry, it's hard to stop clicking shit. Oh my god.
sorry. Well, that's probably that's good. So instead of a 1, you rolled an 11. So 11 plus 9.
He has advantage. It doesn't matter.
I'm a dummy.
Yeah, pay attention, Tommy.
Well, it could have been a crit. Saying
He's
it was a 1, and it could have been a crit. Could have been double damage.
that second attack. He's actually gonna like give that little twist of the wrist on his blade. He's gonna use that reduced speed.
And then
its speed is reduced by 10 feet till the end of it, till my next turn.
And then don't forget to add a D4 to everything.
Yes.
On top of all of that,
He's a big boy.
God,
Get there.
fucking
Somebody please kill it before Narbub does.
Morin and Narbub just tag teaming this fucking dragon.
You fuck with me, get ready to bleed.
God.
That's turn for Morin. Morin his. Oh.
16, come on. Get there.
10, that's not too bad.
It's pretty good. Yank.
Big Morin.
So there's that.
Big fast Morin.
We're gonna do 2 quick attacks here. Oh, they have it bad. So there's this, and then this second attack. Okay, so that would be all those damage. Well, not the second part. 11, and then the 10. But if it's a creature, it is now on fire, and until that creature takes entire action to douse the fire, take an additional start of each. Okay, I was just telling you. It said like what it said. It says if it's a creature or a flammable object. Anyway, that's what. Then Ymir himself whip it and whip it good. Like that, and then that
You don't
is
need good
gonna
rolls.
be.
We've got Morin.
Let's see. Large, but nothing bigger than.
He's pretty. Yeah, he's really, really big.
Now, I will say, tip. I know that like I should not be taking it now, but I do have to break here in a second. But I'll be back again. So when it gets to Tith, Tith is going to touch and use Cure Wounds for her touch attack for 10, and then she will also back up here. Will be Tith's turn, and then I'll be right back.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that because I don't have access to his health stuff.
The tough bastard.
I think he's going to. Well, he took that, so there's a con save. I don't know if that's half the damage that he took. Yep. So not quite. So he loses his thingamajob. Just fine. I think maybe just dash all the way into here. Might be safest before he takes another hefty damage and kills himself. Or gets killed, rather.
Swoosh. 18.
She's first. Gig.
Oh no.
Wait, don't they not care so much about getting hit by lightning? Zephyros might care. Oh no!
It's electroshock therapy might actually help his psyche. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oof.
Zephyros. Hi, Lucy.
What am I doing in this desert?
What is
Where
going
am I?
on? Why am I here?
I just understand that everyone I meet is essentially unknowable. Narbub is
Probably.
Probably.
he's gonna pull the barbed spear out of the dragon, just force it out because he's finally on the ground now, and the spear is going to whisper. It's gonna say to him, "Take the kill." So Narbub is just while raging, he's gonna do his rage attack, and let me make sure I add everything to this.
Jesus Christ, not again.
He's gonna. He's going
Yeah,
to. Yeah, he's gonna reckless attack. Um, 2d8, 8 plus 8, so we got both of those. I will add the Divine Fury to that. That's with the Divine Fury there. And then he'll take his additional hit.
God damn it.
Come on, Narbub. And just 22.
Oh,
Very on brand.
The last thing it hears while there's an orc clutching its head with a spear in its eye is, "I claim you, sand demon." And of course it collapses to the ground, and once again Narbub, covered in blood, just standing there in the midst of this acid rain and everything else. The one gleaming eye.
killing a
And
fucking dragon.
since he gets bonus movement, I'm just gonna have him run towards this building because he can't stop now. He has to keep fighting.
That's just what happens.
That's Narbub's turn.
Probably gonna huddle up
Definitely
under.
want to take
under
cover.
here.
Probably
Yeah,
wanna
we
go
can-
down. So we can go downstairs, I guess.
Let's
Here.
roll. Let's roll the extra. Is it 10 rounds for that? So we'll roll the extra 9 for your healing, and we'll just divide that. Whoever needs it.
Get me out! Get me out of this blasted rain!
I can imagine Big Morin talking fast. Come on, we gotta go to this Johnson Ring.
No! Oh my god! Oh my god! Let me in!
Let me in.
Move my guys for me if you can, because I can't right now.
I
I
actually,
think
my people
Warren
will
made
dash.
it.
I think
there's
I was just
40.
out of dash range.
I think Morin would have made it because he was like he's fat. Oh man.
I'm gonna say we've got to stop this storm as fast as possible. Darlie, you should take 20 of that healing for yourself, and then me and Nectar can take 10, I guess. That
Cool.
seems to work for you. It's your
That's
spell,
fine.
so
I'm okay with that.
give 10 to Hector. It's a good sign.
Uh-oh. Brett, I
Game over.
okay. I thought I think I deleted Darley's token in the last map, but anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
They are, but Darlie should be at 53. Yeah,
It says it on D&D Beyond, it just hasn't updated.
got you. Actually, I should be at, yeah, 47.
And remove bottlenecks. Try Asana today.
What is everybody's health actually at right now?
You're at half. Darlie's at 53, so he's about
About half.
3/4.
Is there pretty quite a few of us that are down a good bit?
I don't know. I think Hector, yours should be at 54 because you took 10 from his healing.
The reason I ask is because
possibly.
if we can take, if the group is willing, if we take 10 minutes, I can cast a prayer of healing and give 6 of us some health.
There is a
Yeah.
battle going on outside,
Big.
so
Yeah, no, that's why I don't know if like 10 minutes is viable or not.
No. No.
Okay, I know the gun I have is not a Glock, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say, "You see that blue Abishite? Light him up."
And then the sudden soundtrack to "Light 'Em Up, Up, Up" starts playing.
And then, of course, your elemental comes out and goes,
Fire!
I'll
Narbo.
step up.
Well, yes, Narbo.
Thought Narbo was running into that other building.
He's just running towards whatever he can kill.
Which is anything.
Oof, that was terrible. I'm using a potion to try to get some health. It's my one and only superior.
Actually, yep, that's a good call. I probably need
You've
to do
got-
that.
I gave you 2 greater, right?
Greater, yeah. But I
Okay.
had
Yeah.
one superior.
Yeah, and Darla, you got 2 greater.
I do.
I'm not gonna do that. I will use one of the graders also. Jesus, I'm rolling terrible on healing. That's
Well,
51.
all we need to do is roll damage. Oh yeah,
Yep,
the ones O'Shaxon made for us.
true.
I will also use a potion of heroism. That'll give me 10 temp points.
How long does that
Yeah.
last?
Heroism is an hour.
What about
How
the
long did
other
the
one?
resistance potion?
I don't know about resist. I don't know.
Because I remember you gave me one of the resistance to lightning or electricity or whatever. So I'll probably drink that.
I will help you drink it. Or you're starry for him now, so you're not just ahead.
Yeah. And I also have a mage hand that can just like do stuff for me.
Yeah, I'll drink mine too, actually. Good thinking.
Does Tith have any potions with her or no? Okay. I think I ended up. I don't remember, but I think I have 2 potions, like health potion, and 1 lightning potion, or whatever that resistance potion is. So I will give one of those potions to Tith because she took. She did have resistance, but we still took like 20 something damage. So. And I don't know if there was any healing whatsoever left over in the little box that everybody was trading off in. But if you didn't use it all, then use it on Tith. Well, yeah, I saw that on the list, and I was like, "Oh, sweet! I could use this if the acid rain gets terrible or something crazy with the weather happens." And then you're like, "Lightning breath," and I was like, "Or." Can we tell what language it is or no?
Is that pass without a trace still up, or was that a concentration that was dropped?
No.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's concentration.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know haste and. How long does
Trying to
enlarge
control it.
last?
It's already down.
Yeah, it's like 10 turns.
Oh, it's haste. I don't think haste lasts long either. So.
Haste
Yeah,
is a minute.
Oh no.
Oh, my head.
Yeah, he's stunned for a round.
It's like a whole night of hangovers all at once.
Feels like someone just took a kick to my eggs. I'm going to put my arm on, well, I guess Carverax's belt, so I can reach him to say, "Let me scout it."
You want me to throw you?
No, I can walk. Thank you. And I'll walk out to this corner here. Try to be sneaky, stealthy. Perception.
I was gonna cast light on you and just like punch you out there like a football.
Take that. I'll turn back around and I'll act like I'm pointing to my wrist, and then I will say, and then I'll hold up. I'll try to hold up 11 fingers, but because I only have 4 on each hand, it'll just be 8, and then I'll get mad and I'll do 3 more. This is a wall right here, right? I will try to sneak across to the other side to here. I can. Sneaky, stealthy. Still can't see anything. Okay, I'll motion for the group to follow.
You're too far out. We can't even see you. So wandering around. Oh, I think you went this way.
Yeah, you can follow Narbub.
I don't even see.
Where
Narbub.
did Narbub go?
He's behind you.
Oh,
It's right here. He's got the flex on.
good.
Yeah.
I think you went this way.
God. Kronos went far ahead, didn't he?
No, I didn't go that way. You guys are.
I didn't
wrong
see
way.
where you went, so it just went.
Yeah,
a
we
random
did
direction.
not see you at all. So, come
It
back.
just started going.
Come back. Wrong way.
I don't see him. I don't know what happened. Where'd he go?
Just
Now you take a 20d6 fire damage. Just stepped on a bomb.
I got detect magic up. Is it picking up anything?
Yeah.
I
You
managed
still
to
have
save it.
magic going on?
Yeah, I managed to save that.
Hmm. Carver, where is it? Maybe we
Oh,
can stop
there you
this
are.
storm. Carver, where's the magic you said? We're saying this, by the way, with telepathic bond. Hopefully, Morin's being quiet.
I think it's down. Right, it's below us, below me, somewhere around here.
You're all being awfully quiet.
Hector, get him to come this way. Where are you going?
Come along, Morton. We're going this way.
Be quiet. I do not have a light on right now.
Hector has a light.
His light bringer's going on, isn't it?
Yeah, I got Lightbringer. I've got the light cantrip that I can cast on like whatever you might be carrying. If you want 20 feet of light.
I just have a torch.
I can't remember.
Yeah, you got
if
that
you
infinite
have
torch of
dark
never-ending
vision.
light or something. Huh?
Did I?
I've got a bullseye
Right.
lantern. I just don't want to use it because it'll draw attention to us. That's why I wanted to scout ahead because I don't need light. I have dark vision. I have dim light up to 30.
Reach down and touch your gun and cast light cantrip on it. There, now you can see.
No, I don't need it. I have dark vision.
Now you can see.
I cast Dispel Magic on my gun.
Fine.
Can I hear anything from here? With the telepathic bond, I'm going to ask Carver if I'm hot or cold. Am I going in the right direction for this spell? Is it like left? Is it north? Is it?
Said it's actually like physically beneath us, right? So it's not like a north or south direction. It's down, like burrows into the ground. Like there's probably another floor beneath us. So that's I'll tell him that like in
Okay.
his voice head.
We need to go down.
Yeah, you better start digging.
Do an early round, and Sugar, we're going down swinging. I will try to go this way. Don't do anything crazy.
Maybe there's some stairs somewhere.
Is this this looks like a dead end. Is this a dead end over here? Okay, yeah. I'll just say there's a dead end this way.
I hear some voices from this direction. It's very faint. I'm gonna hide behind this wall.
This is sand, right? It's a sandy terrain. Oh shit.
Like this is the edge of my light here.
From this corner, I'm gonna shine a bullseye lantern down that way.
Damn it.
Did you ever use that electric bullet?
I still have it.
Is it like flipping us off? It's like, ah.
Take a shot. Electric boogaloo.
When it starts backing up, I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness on it.
Uh-oh.
120 feet. It's a Wisdom save. 16 is the spell. Rip my spells. Jip. Narbub is going to run. He's going to bonus action dash. Was it 80 feet? I'm just going to move 40 and then I'll rage. And I'm going to try to javelin him.
Hey,
Just like Achilles Chuck.
hey, Brett. I forgot to bring Mista with me. I can't
Oh.
see her in the darkness.
Smooth move, X-Lax.
Yeah, that's what I keep running into with Shaq's in. I just have to like highlight the entire map until I find him.
Is it within distance? Let me check. 60 feet. Yeah, it's not. It's not in range. So I'm just going to rage. I'll
I
move and
realized I
rage.
was muted this whole time. So sorry. I'm back. I switched over and I was sitting here talking. I was just gonna have my fire mill. Once they make it aware to that can be seen. Is there a distance I can get to before something? If I just have it sprint hallway.
I mean,
Well, he knows we're here. We might as well.
It could be another trap.
probably.
Picking up any
When has
magic.
that stopped us?
Let's dimension door into another
If I recall, this was like exactly the same thing you said last time we fell into a pit of sand or purple worms. I'm going to make everyone aware that that's the exact thing we heard last time we fell into a pit of purple worms.
Fine.
Does detect magic pick up any illusions or anything?
Said stuff below us, probably. But we can't see Rodrax, right? Rodrax, I mean.
Feel
I'll
free to
roll.
re-roll my initiatives.
I'll roll.
Mm,
Mine didn't get any better.
I'll take the 20. Oh no, they're not up for. I got it. Haha.
He gets advantage, yeah.
I get +2 my initiative, so it's actually just saying. I didn't roll it. You rolled it for me. Oh. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm the worst. Apparently, it sucks and nothing happens good for me.
That's not true. You either roll really well or you roll really bad.
Yeah, I'm a hot or cold, definitely.
Okay, in the mental white chamber, I'm gonna say, if it's a blue one, be sure to kill it first.
Oh, so she's gonna go do stuff. I guess I don't even see. So she's just gonna move up, and I guess she'll just, I guess, produce flame, and just have the flame holding hand. Yeah. Is it possible to hold throw on it till if I could see it? It comes in range, or no? I think she'll just do that. Turn.
If you hold it up, I can like do a Legend of Zelda and try to shoot through it and make like a flame bullet.
You could also just shoot through my fire element.
Da, 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 da. Okay, he is raging. So let me
Yeah,
set up-
yeah. Probably roiding too.
He's gonna charge this illusion. I mean, this Abishai.
I don't even see.
I assume he's north. So there, I'll bonus action dash to my enemy. Yeah, he's gonna get chucked. I'm just gonna do like one of them Achilles jumping spear chucks. Does this count as? Yeah, I would assume that you could Divine Fury with this, right? So 22 plus 12.
That hits.
And I can't throw again, right? It's not 2 attacks. That's his turn.
All right, boys. I'm gonna move him here. A little more light on the situation. Nah. I'm just gonna dash it. Yeah. I'm just gonna move up. And that's gonna be my turn. Counterspell.
Oh, I know who that is.
It's just an illusion.
You fell into my trap card.
Welcome to die.
Shaxton's just like, not unless I activate my magic cylinder card. Nobody?
No, yeah, no, I get it.
I don't know what any of that means.
Fine.
It's not a warlock spell, I'll say that.
No. You're probably better off because of it, honestly.
But if you were a dark magician... No, stop. Oh, he has advantage on that. Yeah. That's still not very good.
Sorry, did you say I need? Okay, I was like, if I was hit here. Dex. I will go ahead and just in case use my call it Will Woe. Give myself an extra D6 on top of that. Just in case.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure that Narbub's patron is more evil than that. He's gonna use his fanatical focus. He's gonna be able to re-roll that. And I have to accept it. So yeah, 21.
Joke's on you. Strength's already by.
I would say Ymir because of the lightning damage. You just drank that potion, so it should be half on that one.
Oh yeah.
5. Yeah.
So 5 necrotic, 9 necrotic, 5 lightning.
Yeah.
Puts me.
It's a trap. Holy shit!
He says, "No hard feelings, kid."
What is? Do we recognize what that is? Or does Death?
Oh,
It's
I know
probably
what it is.
Hector knows. Hector definitely knows what that is.
Oh, I know what it is. I summoned one of those in the Allforge.
It looks like Anubis.
It is a black Abishai.
Oh, I don't know what an Abishai is. So
These all
It's
the
a-
same Abishai that you actually summoned before.
It's a dragon
It
devil.
could be. If it is, that would be bad because Crow started a bunch of Yeah, we're not getting into that.
Right.
But if that comes out, it'd be pretty funny.
To boil it down, it's a dragon devil, and they work for Tiamat. They're half
Sounds
dragon,
edgy.
half devil. Yeah, a little bit. You got to hold. I think you hold Alt, isn't it? You just click draw shape and hold Alt for the circle. Yeah.
Of course he is.
Is that a spell?
Nice.
Ah, shit! He's gonna light his sword to try to see, but he still can't.
When in doubt, spin to win.
Or spin to kill everybody. On
Well, he doesn't know there's. He just knows,
He just
all he
kills
knows-
everybody.
He just knows it's the dark. Yeah, he might kill everybody if he does that. So no. Hey, Tit, where are you at? Oh, he's gonna follow her voice. Oh, that's convenient. Oh shit. What's that all about? I'm gonna tentatively poke the ball of darkness. Hells. Let's see here. So does he know about, I don't know if he knows about the Abishai because he's not in on the psychic conversation. So he's gonna ready his action. He's just gonna like get ready, like just in case something comes out of the darkness there. And he's just watching. So if something comes out, he's just gonna attack it with everything he's got.
Kronos can see the ball of darkness, though, right? Just like a big half orb of darkness. Okay. And I know because of my telepathic bond who's in there. I know that I've got my buddies in that area because I can see the other ones, And so I'm going to go, interesting strategy. And I'm going to cast Careful Spell, Hunger of Hadar, and I'm just going to overlap the circle with it. Yeah, it's a Careful Spell up to 4, so I'll hit those guys. So I'll just
Nice.
overlap the same spell. Yep, exactly 4. That was worth picking up, and I'll never use it again.
Interesting strategy.
I think it's a Dex, isn't it? Hold on.
Kronos, you hear in your head, actor, what the hell are you doing?
You're gonna hear some strange noises. Stay still. It's
I was
a
gonna say,
disgusting sound. Yeah, it's a Dex save, which is probably not good against him, but okay. Well, I think it's good. It's difficult terrain, and then if you save that one, doesn't take any damage, and then hold on. The creature that starts its turn in the area takes the damage. So you can't Dex save the first damage. You only Dex save when you end your turn in it. No, I think it just straight up takes the damage. So
Morin just leans over to Tith. Do you hear that? What's going on?
Did that work? Okay, yeah.
Macaroni noises.
Stirring mac and cheese. It's cold damage for that.
Yep.
You're just in a sandwich of darkness.
He didn't even have dark vision to begin with, so.
You have a helmet.
Oh yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting about that helmet.
Yeah, it was the only nice thing Cronus has ever done for you, and you keep forgetting about it. So
That's not true. You
What is-
made that bow.
no, technically, Carver and Morden made that bow. I just orchestrated it because I'm a
mean-
manipulative son of a bitch.
Yes.
But there's also macaroni noises all around you. So what do you do? Because every once in a while there's a burp.
Darley's gonna move forward tentatively.
Tentatively.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not even tentacles, it's just noodles. That's the careful part of it.
He's gonna
That's what
keep
it's-
going forward. He's just that's all he's. Oh. Oh.
You also see the light from Morin's sword.
There's actually a lot of light in this area right now.
There is also a ball of blackness.
Oh, darkness. Okay. Anything I can do here? Let's see. Wait. I was actually considering casting Fairy Fire, but I don't think that would do anything here. Not with Magical Darkness. What? Yeah, I think I'll dash. That's all I'm gonna do.
Well, Hector can't see.
Right.
I'm going to stumble this way. Okay, now I really can't see. Hold on. Oh, that's a wall. That's why. Hold on. I find the wall and I follow the wall over to here. I'm gonna dispel magic on this darkness. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like if you hid. I might not. I have really bad perception. Sneaky. All right. Well, I'm just gonna use the rest of my movement and go there. That's turn. Jackson, I can see now.
Yeah, I was gonna do something else, but you took away the need to do that, so now I gotta figure it out.
Oh.
What I'm doing instead.
Oh, were you gonna dispel the blackness?
Kind of. I was gonna. There's a roundabout way of doing that.
Oops. Ignore that. I died. I think that.
It is. Yeah, you can react to yourself.
Wow, that's on the stack.
Well, that's it.
I will sack it to birthing pod.
So how many counter spells on this deck before you open a hold of the astral plane? He might
Well,
actually.
I've done that.
Do you have a bag of holding? Yeah.
I'll show you something. Show you a neat trick.
I thought Jackson had something. I'm trying to find it. They like dealt damage. It was like a siphon life kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
No.
that's a pretty good.
It's
move.
called Leech Life, and it only grass type Pokemon.
He's an
It
Oddish.
has like a 40% chance to miss. Actually, or no, I was thinking Leech Seed. My bad.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around this because there's a lot of text here to read to understand what this is doing.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Because you dispelled the darkness, right? But you didn't dispel the noodles.
No, I did not dispel the noodles.
So what
So
are
there's
these?
technically still like darkness there, but it's like
But you guys can see through it because you. Maybe not. Yeah,
So what is this green area here?
that's the Hunger Star. Because I picked a bad meta magic property that finally came in handy.
it's only bad if we never use it.
I mean, I don't even have Fireball. Like, why did I get it?
So I'm gonna give this thing a shot and center the noodles on this Avishai.
Well,
guy.
you have to roll to see him because he's hidden.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, then I guess I won't just cast that yet. So like perception check to see if I can find him. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't actually know that he's here. Period. We hadn't seen him at all, have we?
I can guess. That can be. I'm suspect that there's something there.
Yeah, I mean, I only thought he was visible. That's why I was.
He's buried under the sand.
Black Abishai uses dig.
Oh shit! And is this like rough terrain or anything to get out of? Okay, so you can move.
He
up
can
here
move freely
somewhere.
out of it.
Try not to be too clustered with people. And if he's at the edge of range, it's 80 feet. And that thing's only 60 feet, so that doesn't work. Man, you just messed up my whole game plan, so now I'm trying to figure out what the fuck am I supposed to do here. Guess I'll just, the old faithful and just Eldritch Blast the guy, because I don't know what else to do.
It's usually the correct
Blast.
option.
I think that clicked way too many times. No,
No, you got it.
okay. 30, 17, 19 to hits. It's 8, 8, 16.
27.
That's, yeah, what he said. Numbers.
Oh no! Somebody kill it before Narbup gets it.
Oh, actually, I had something planned to do here. We fought a white Avishai before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get right up here behind Darley. And I'm gonna do something I've not done before because I don't remember reading it this way, so I never took the spell, but on
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna
last
dead leg him.
rest I picked up a new spell. Yeah. I'm gonna put my hand, or I guess my hammer, because I use that as a casting focus, and press it right against the back of Darley, and cast Lightning Helix through Darley in a straight line across that white Abishai. and he's got to make a dex saving throw 14 or take half damage. And then whatever the damage is, Darley will heal by that much. So either 16 or 32. Depends if he fails the save. So that equals 16. So Darley will heal by 16 damage.
He
And
probably doesn't know what happened. He probably just thinks he like Care Bear stared this guy to death. He's like, what?
What?
I had the power in me all along.
And
That's what a
Darley's
Care
next
Bear
attack
stare
will
is.
get a 2d6 lightning damage. The first time I ever saw it, I thought it was just the lightning damage in a straight line. And I was like, well, fuck, I've already got that kind of damage from other things, like Guiding Bolt. I can convert that to lightning, or Breath Weapon. It's in a straight line. Like, I've got stuff that does that. I did not ever notice that it also does healing. So I had to, when I spotted that, I was like, well, shit. That's awesome.
Right. That's right. Old standby. She is still in darkness.
No, it's gone.
Oh, the circle's still there though.
It's regular darkness.
Oh,
You're in noodle space right now.
oh yeah. Yeah.
If you'd like, you can make a perception check like everybody else has.
I can't.
Charlie didn't make a. He just walked out. Incredible. Yeah, perception check then for Mista. Okay. Well,
Freaking dragon ninjas.
I definitely believe that Mista would try and get out of the tentacles. That seems logical.
It's probably mighty unpleasant, even though it's not really
Very.
hurting you.
Yeah, well, it's pretty grody.
I mean, it really
So-
depends on what she's into, you know.
Well, I'm gonna impose and say she's probably not into this. She's not quite anime enough for this.
I was just trying to shove another fetish into this campaign if I could.
Of course you were.
Shut.
Yes. I'm just trying to decide what direction she would try and go.
It doesn't matter because he's going to gank you as soon as you move.
Yeah. Right. She doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Dramatic irony. I'm a terrible. I'm a terrible member of the crowd.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna roll a d4. Okay. Well, she is going
East west.
this way. Jeez. Yeah, it does. Oh wait. Yeah, it does.
Does it get sneak attack damage?
How much damage was it?
So, did it appear? Is it visible now? Oh,
It's in noodle space.
And it's rough terrain, so she can only move 15 feet. I believe.
It's not
No,
rough
no.
terrain to you.
Oh, it's not. Oh,
No, I careful
well,
spelled.
in that case, I guess she'd be over here. Not that I could see anything. Okay, yeah, I cannot see anything there. Like, she is in complete darkness for me.
That's probably because it's a wall. Hold on.
You would think.
Considering how busted dragons are, I would assume she has dark vision.
Yeah, she has dark vision. Okay. So I think she would turn and see the darkness. Or the tentacles, actually. Okay. But she would turn and see. Would she able like she can't see this still, right? Or no? But she can see all the tentacles and shit. Okay. Okay. I think she's gonna ready an action. She's gonna ready a. Yeah. She's gonna ready a ray of frost, I guess. Actually, no, frostbite.
All right. I guess so. Is this still a magical darkness? Because I'm confused. He was saying, okay. Okay, so I can't threats. Okay, so she'll just move up here, and that's it.
So his spear has a dark vision of 120 feet. Does it see anything in his vicinity? I mean, you can just tell me, because really I shouldn't have that vision because it's the sentient weapon that does it. So I think that should be DM's call on that.
Oh, great.
Okay. He's going to let the spear point him in the direction of the nightmare, and he's going to start charging that way. Okay, that's where he's going. Oh, he's going to actually intercept this guy on the way and just start wailing on him. I think that. Yeah, I'd have to bonus action dash.
Yeah.
Fucking everything, dude.
Yep.
All right, so I'm not going to reckless attack this first one. I'm just going to attack it with advantage because he's angry. And that one gets that. Okay, and I'll hit him again. Yeah, it should be. +7. Oh, hold on. Can I set it up for... Yeah, I didn't have it set for beyond 20. Is it 2d4 or what is it? Hold on, I'm looking at it. So 3d6? +3 to the damage. Okay. So that'd just be 6? Okay, and I'll see if I can turn that on beyond 20 for next time. I'm just worried because I'm running 2 characters. I don't want it to add on to Cronus too. So
Yeah.
Okay, my fire ammo move up, but I guess follow moves up here, sheds light on. shed some light on the situation. You know what? I'm gonna here, so that I'm kind of like hidden a bit behind this ramp. Whoa, my guys! This ramp of like dirt that's going up 10 feet. Because last time I ran up on a guy, I just ran up and got hit with all the. So he's like, mistake. In fact, I think I'm gonna drink that healing potion. But I don't know how to do that. I don't have a thing for it.
It's an action. I think it's
But is it 44?
+4, right?
Depends on the type of healing potion.
I think I gave him a greater.
Greater healing potion. Okay, so I'm gonna use that and heal, and that's gonna be my turn. Boom, done's that Washington. So quick, so fast.
Shit. I've already wasted my reroll, so hopefully this is good.
Gonna be bad.
We can't kill Narba. 18. Probably 18. Nice. He'll hear the voice of Grunch in his head just be like, "He is already mine."
It's-
God.
he doesn't like that.
I serve Grom Elscream.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Well, no, you dex saved that, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, you're right. It does take it at the beginning, and then if he stays in it. So I think it's just a 2d6. I'll just roll it here, and it's cold damage. So he takes 4.
Wee.
Okay, roll a dex save then. Okay.
Just like, huh? Ah, shit. Okay, I don't know if Morton heard this, but he's gonna charge in.
You hear. I can't. What is the name of the racial ability on WoW when it goes? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what you hear. You hear that noise.
Straight up bloodlust. Yeah.
It's on brand.
He's gonna dash. That's by his wife.
Very dangerous in short distances.
Clump, 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 and that's turn.
Is he breathing heavy?
No.
Oh.
No, he's excited. You forget, like, he's barely taking any damage. He's just having the time of his life.
I mean, I don't know if Morin's taken down a dragon before. So yeah, he's probably maybe. Well, yeah,
That's a pretty big feat, you know.
sure.
My turn.
Yep, that's in the. Morton was just sprinting up to.
I'm gonna try to make a perception check to see if I see this guy sneak out. Nice. All right, I'm gonna drop concentration on this. Well, I can't actually see him on the map. Can you ping him for me? Okay, so he can actually get around it. Yeah, I'll drop concentration on the spell, and I'm gonna take out the gun. I'm gonna load in one of the charged rounds that Carver's gave me or whatever. And I'm gonna say, "Suck on this." I'm gonna blast him with it.
Yeehaw!
Now I was thinking more along the lines of Outlaw Star, where he's got the caster rounds. And I'll add this for the elemental damage. Oh, yeah. Wrong page. Yeah, I wish. Not that one. This one. So it's 20. So it's 18 technically. It's actually not on the weapon. Hold on, I gotta go look at the journal to see what it is.
So there's
It's
an
pretty-
old Final Fantasy anime that came out many years ago, like 20-ish years ago or something. And like the main, one of the main protagonists was this gunslinger that loaded. I'm trying to remember what they were called, but each bullet that he had was like loaded with magical dust or something that had a different elemental effect with whatever he loaded it with, and that's what I picture you doing.
Oh yeah,
dropping this,
no, that's
like, lightning
exactly what
charged
I'm
bullet.
doing. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. What is
Yeah.
this anime? Holy shit!
It was Final Fantasy. I don't remember. It's
Cool.
been so fucking long. I don't remember.
I know Irvine
Thing,
Kinneas
but-
was like that. He used a gun, but that was 8. I don't think they made an anime about it.
I'll have to see if I can find it.
I don't
it was
think
not based on any of the games. It was a completely independent thing.
Was it a movie?
No, I think I'm pretty sure it was a series.
so.
Okay.
Unlimited. I think that's it. Final Fantasy Unlimited. I'm pretty sure was it.
All right.
Yeah, and it says that it has disadvantage on saving throws for charm, fright, and cause madness or deal psychic damage. So, that being said, okay, so equal my proficiency bonus. So that would just be a bonus, just a flat bonus, right? Yeah. Okay, and because it is disadvantage against slows, I'm going to hastened a level 1 Dissonant Whispers. So he has to make a wisdom save with a disadvantage. Actually, I should just cantrip that because it's a... What's my... Mind Sliver, is that it? Yeah, Mind Sliver is what I'll do. Intelligence for that one, yeah. Yep. Yes.
The hero. Yeah. Speaking of anime tropes, the
The straight man, Darley.
MC. That's right. I am blind.
You've
I
got
would- I would-
dark vision helmet.
Keep forgetting about that. Well, Darley's gonna dash towards the fire elemental.
Make a dexterity save to see if you don't trip and fall into it.
Fall into what?
The fire elemental.
Yeah, not quite. But yeah, I think that's it for Darley this turn. Oh shit.
Both those hit. That's not very much. So 2 and 5, you'll take 7. Okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the blue one to show up and wreck our shit.
This range is who? This range is Chicky Slim Shady.
What? My name is what? None of this makes any sense.
That hits.
You'd think it would be resistant because it's fire, but maybe not.
It's just he's only resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, not me.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to hit a fire. Actor's going to cast greater invisibility on himself. He is going to move over here. He's going to move ahead just a little. See, he's going to move over here. That's turned.
Ugh. There's nothing behind us that we can see, right? So I guess
I mean, do you hear me firing at
move
things?
forward.
That's kind of
Well,
normal,
so
to be
let's-
honest.
So we'll start with then looking around to see maybe what he's shot at. I don't even know if I could see it even. Yeah. So yeah, look around, don't see anything, and yeah, this crazy guy.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was gonna do before to try to dispel that darkness was cast daylight because it will dispel darkness level 3 or lower. And I know you said it was like an ability, not a spell, but I assume that it might still work the same. But still not within range of anything. Doesn't look like, except Elder's Blast, I guess. Yeah, that's about all I can. Right at the edge of his vision. So. I'm gonna assume that all those probably hit. 35. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. That first one rolled a 1 and a 5, and that last one was a 10 and a 5. Ain't that some shit?
And Narbub's going to finish him off before you even get there.
Probably. I gotta hustle. Gotta hustle. I'm not actually able to see, like, these torches are lighting him up, but I'm assuming we can't actually, your characters can't actually see out there. I've just heard him out there, so I know that he's there. I just can't see him anywhere.
All you heard was the Bloodlust audio cue and him talking shit. That's all you heard.
I don't think that gets me in range to really do anything though.
Like this is the DPS check part of the phase. We need to do this before we get wrecked.
Best I can do is just dash and I get up behind Darley. Did Darley ever use it? His lightning
What?
bonus damage?
Lightning what?
The bonus damage from that healer.
Yeah, you get like a what is it? A 2d6 added?
6, yeah.
Yeah.
To your next attack, yeah.
For what? For okay. Yeah.
They both hit. Okay, so 6. I'm getting flashbacks of Slick Flare tanking all that damage from the penis monster. Yeah, Barbarian. It's a completely fair class.
How do we feel about calling it a night at the end of the round? I don't know how you guys are feeling. I've gotta
We
get
could do
some
that.
sleep.
It's pretty late. It is pretty
I-
late.
I was hoping we could finish this round of combat, but it was bigger than what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, well, it is the final fight. This means it's going to be big.
Well, right, but when we first got down here, it was like one bad guy, then it turned into 2 bad guys, and then it was like 4, 5, 6 back. I'm like, shit, it's just getting bigger and bigger.
So
No,
it's
this is a
Mista-
major.
Is this Mista's turn? Okay.
The Mista with that 2 initiative.
That's right, man. She rolled high. Can she even? Could she see the Abishai up ahead? Cool. In that case, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Well, any of my spells actually. Well, some of the higher level spells. Yeah, actually, it's weird. It's either 60 or 90 feet for almost everything.
Whoa.
Then. Yeah, I guess I'll just dash. Sure. Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I did dash. Never mind.
Yeah, you guys were about to see that coming up.
Uh-oh.
Lightning.
Yeah,
There might
remind
be.
me. Yeah, remind me, because the next step I want to do is throw the gun down and then take out my dagger and tell him to show some pride. And we're just gonna duke it out, like knife
Oh,
on knife fight.
Oh shit.
Here's the thing is, though, is he's a black guy. He could be like, okay, and then he'll, like, backstab you with poison.
Backstab.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with
Stab you.
that. I'm also a dirty player, so I'm just glad I finally got to use Careful spell. I've been holding on to that for forever.
Well, it's definitely a good place to use it.
I guess not really.
I mean, it prevented a lot of damage. I think so.
uh,
I guess it didn't hurt him though. That's the problem.
I did a little bit to him.
A little bit. Right.
We're also distracting Ragnarok down here, and he's not up there trashing people, so.
And
Oh,
of course,
Reptar?
Just I wonder if Zephyros is throwing rocks.
Of course, this guy's riding a goddamn nightmare or whatever the fuck.
He's a paladin.
Of course they. God, I need to play an Oathbreaker at some point to be the biggest edge lord.
If I had
Apparently.
realized, I would have gone ahead and equipped the Find Steed spell, and I would have just rode a spectral fucking holy steed down here, and we could have
Jousted.
had a jousting about it. Yeah,
Oh my god.
straight up like Knight's Tale shit.
I mean, that would have been pretty epic. It's better. That's what he's saying.
I'm sure it is. It's just that's the closest equivalent that I have.
So, when it says a sacrifice offering, I wonder what it. Well, it has to be worth at least 300 gold pieces. Jeez. That's
God,
a
you know,
pricey fucking.
you know
nightmare.
what I could do to really piss off Rograx? Banish his nightmare.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
Does,
fuck?
does Tith have banish? I'm just kidding.
It's just
Assert dominance.
just trying to piss off. They're not even trying to tag him. Just pissing.
Wait,
him
hold
off.
on. What is the challenge rating on a nightmare? Oh,
Yeah, but you know what the challenge rating on a nightmare that's banished back to the lower planes? It's 0.
Damn.
I'm probably
Well,
gonna forget
Hey,
about
that's
that.
better,
But
but I mean, the casting time of 1 minute's better than the casting time of 10 minutes for Find Steed, but this has no duration. So I guess you can use this indefinitely unless it dies. You don't have to have a gold cost to it or an offering.
it's just more just an inconvenience because it's sit there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys.
Yeah, I
Ouch.
gotta get some rest. I'm gonna put a baby down and try to get some sleep.
Well, phase 1 of Operation Surprise Hug has been finished, so that's good.
Nice.
man,
I do have a real quick question for you, so that I'll know what to do going into turn back. Has Tith ever seen Has Tith ever seen Stegosaurus? Okay.
I know Morin knows about what's that jungle?
Cholt? Yeah.
Chult. Morin knows about Chult. I don't know if he's ever been there. He may have been. He brags about it. He sure does. So I don't know. It's
Well, you can. That's exactly what's going to happen. I don't know. It's a big old Stegosaurus, though, and it hit
You get stuck in this
plus
cramped
5
space.
damage.
Come a
And it's-
T Rex.
It's huge, so I can ride it. Yeah.
I gotta hop
That's
off.
it.
See you
That's
guys later.
right.
Are you just wanting a steed for Ymir to ride on?
No, I'm wanting somebody to hit for 6d6 plus 5 piercing.
Oh, Morin could do that.
I don't know. I think Stegosaurus should be retcon because don't they have like a brain in their butt so that way it can tell their tail to move? So
Well, it's a
like
tail attack.
right, but I'm just talking the anatomy of a dinosaur. It's too slow, so like its brain would work on one turn and
Man,
its
they
body
don't
would
know.
work on
They
the
all died a long time ago.
Okay, well it is magic Stegosaurus, so I guess we'd work that work.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh
I
lord.
don't know. I would pick a different animal. That's just me though, because I always thought Spike was the weakest out of all the animals in Land Before Time. Like
He was a
Ducky,
date?
Ducky sucked, but like you know, she was useful.
Yeah, but they were all like babies.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I did not even look at the page. I'm sorry.
Giant walrus.
Yeah, elephants are pretty sweet. Giant scorpion's not bad. See everything, but it's still cool. You can like grapple stuff, attacks, sting them. Yeah, they do.
Stampede.
We need to have once we get to a place where we can have another campaign. We need to have a campaign that is about a bunch of boomers in our world who get sucked into the world of Forgotten Realms, and so everybody has to play a boomer.
Oof.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. And did you know that every day he has a 50% chance of his beard looking visibly thicker? Every day.
Is it a beard of feathers though?
It's just I believe it's just a regular beard, but his beard is probably pretty magnificent by this point. Oh yeah.
Who is it that has the feather beard going on right now? And no sneeze has happened yet?
No, that it did happen.
Yeah.
No,
Stay with him
that's
anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Yep. Speaking of anime slowly encroaching on all of our D&D campaigns.
That's funny. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll hop off here because I gotta get some sleep for that event tomorrow. So
Cool.
Yeah, have fun. What are you having? Is it a
it's
COVID
a
COVID taste test?
no,
COVID
it's a
taste test.
fundraiser. I work with a nonprofit
I'm
and
sorry.
called Community Connections, and we do like extracurricular activities for children with special needs.
Oh, there
this
you
is
go.
like our big fundraiser every year.
Nice.
And so we're gonna be live streaming it because it's just we can't have as many people there because of COVID. So feel free to check out the live stream and the
Yeah,
auction.
link
We're
it.
doing a silent auction, and
Is
the
that
live
going on?
auction they'll do.
Are you going downtown for that, or where are you doing it?
It's gonna be in Little Rock at the Chenal Country Club.
Okay.
And so yeah, the auction is open already, so you can see the stuff that's in the silent auction, and then the big live auction for like the nice expensive stuff happens tomorrow night live. But we'll also be live there on site and talking to the people there because like Tito's Vodka is gonna be there and a bunch of other people, and so yeah, it's gonna be good. It's one of our biggest fundraisers of the year because we do all of our activities like for free for the kids, and
Right.
we have so many everything from like soccer, theater, martial arts, music. I mean, you name it, we have a program for it. So anyway, it's gonna be a long day. Self some rest, but yeah, I'll put a link in the chat if you're interested in watching.
Well,
the live
heck yeah, I'm
stream tomorrow.
interested. Yeah.
Oh, Brett, before I forget, Zach Mulligan's stream was tonight.
Yep,
Oof.
Pokemon cards.